We are back in my functional composition notebook planner. I'm showing you some easy ways to have a really functional planner for $1.25. Since this is the last video for January, the last thing I wanted to show you was how to make a contact page. Now, this is not a contact page like listing your contacts. This is having to do with medical things. And the reason why I want to show you how to make one of these pages is because there are a lot of times in our life where we have to be our own advocate. And as we go forward into February, I'm going to show you some more ways to do that as well. So let me double check what page we are on. Now, I did not use this as an actual planner this month, just so you know. I just used it for demonstration purposes. Oh, so we could technically start it on page 7. Let's start it on page 7. And the reason why I'm calling this a contact page instead of like a phone log or anything like that is because sometimes we get contacted through text messages, through emails, things like that. Now, this is going to be really simple because you would fill this out as the month went on. So you may put this behind your monthly page at the beginning of the month. I'm just doing it at the end because that's the great part about a bullet journal is that you can really place it anywhere as long as you have it in your table of contents. So let's say I'm going to have a little calendar out here. You know, we had January 2nd, my dad had a heart doctor appointment. And then a lot of times I'll put any important information we might need to know. I'm not going to write specific things because it's the internet. Like, you don't need to know what medications my family has started, stopped, or anything like that. But I'm going to write generalities. You would be more specific in your own personal journal, just like I am in their medical journals that I use. I'm going to just use a number. Change med number 1. In 6 to 9 months. Okay. The next thing I'm going to write down is January. Let me double check. '18. Now, why do I make lists like this? Sometimes because I am the advocate for not only myself, but many family members when it comes to medical things. I'll have, doctor's offices because many members of my family have multiple doctors, like a general practitioner, a heart doctor, a stomach doctor. A lot of times they will ask things like, well, when was the last time you did this? So I want to make sure that I can easily look that information up. Especially with things like, you have to do certain tests for oxygen. You have to do certain updates for things like CPAP machines or blood work or things like that. Or if you get vaccinated for certain things, a lot of times doctor's offices want to know, when was the last time you had your tetanus shot? When was the last time you did this? And it just gets overwhelming. I do have digital files of this because a lot of times I will print things out. Especially like med sheets and things like that. So this is just a very simple running log that I keep for my family. And like I said, as we go into February, I'm going to show you how you can kind of up this a little bit more with some make-believe examples, but how you could make this a little bit more functional as well. But I wanted to give you an update because this is how I primarily use a bullet journal anymore. I have a composition notebook that I create logs in so that when doctors ask questions, whether it's of me or my family members, I can easily go, well, on my table of contents, page 7 is the January medical contact log. I can easily go in and see who did we talk to, who did we see in one location. I hope you find this helpful. I can't wait to continue this series into February, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.